Hello, everyone, and welcome to this latest edition of the Michigan State Spartans Insider Podcast. I'm your beat reporter for Michigan State Spartans on SI, Aiden Champion. All right, Spartan fans, let's get into your favorite topic, Michigan State football recruiting. It's a bit sarcastic, but um, that was the talk of the world of Michigan State fandom on social media on Tuesday because um, four-star class of 2026 running back Kory Amachree. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, apologies. Um, Announced that he's going to be making uh, his commitment announcement on Friday at Hazlitt High School, of course, where he plays. A local kid, Spartan legacy. His father was a running back at Michigan State, played for George Perlis. And fans are freaking out because there was a prediction from 24/7 Sports that has Amachree going to Kansas. Um, and I get some of the outbursts, but at the same time, I'm not. I think people are getting a little too far ahead, which is not surprising with the restlessness of the Michigan State football fandom in recent years, and a lot of it is just. I get it. I mean, the recruiting has been terrible. Um, Maybe not terrible, pretty darn bad. And but I've been saying, I keep saying it that it's just there's not a whole lot you can expect right now when the NIL's not there, uh, the funding or the wins aren't aren't there, and you're still uh, you know early uh, in the early development still of a new regime. But this is a commitment. Yes, you do need to land. He's basically a hometown kid right in your backyard. Spartan legacy. Um, for those who don't know, Spartans are in his top six. The others, Kansas, of course, Harvard, Indiana, uh, Duke, and Pitt. And Spartans obviously have had him on their radar for a while, and um, you know, I think people are just jumping the gun a bit with the overreactions. I do, like I said, this is one you got to get for sure. Um, when it's official, and say he does commit to Kansas as 24/7 predicts, then yeah, I'm fine with people freaking out. I wouldn't That wouldn't surprise me. But I just don't think anything's for certain yet. Um, and I think fans just immediately assume the worst, or see one prediction and it's the end of the world. Jump to conclusions, and I understand that then kind of a natural reaction when things have not been going right on the recruiting trail. Obviously, only four commits from the class of 2026 from Michigan State so far. Um, has not been looking good. But again, this is one prediction. Um, Anything can change. We've got. I'm recording this early Tuesday morning, or Wednesday morning. Um, I mean, if he had, if if he knows what he wants to do now, I don't think that would change. Um, However, he is still scheduled for an official visit on June 1st. Perhaps that could uh, impact his decision, although I'm sure he's already well familiar with campus um, and the program, obviously, with his father and, him being so close. So, in that regard, maybe a visit doesn't have the same impact it would on most recruits that aren't legacies or don't live 5 miles or so away. Um, but so you say you don't land him. Yes, it's alarming. It definitely is. This is one you need to get because, of all the factors, him being a legacy and him being so close. Um, Him growing up in the area and, all that. It's one you really can't miss out on, especially losing to Kansas. So I get all that, and it will suck um, for the program, for fans. But I don't think it will be, you know, the ultimate determining factor of the way Michigan State's recruiting cycle goes with the class of 2026 because you still got a bunch of upcoming official visits. I know that they finished as finalists before for guys, um, and ultimately lost to more successful programs, perhaps programs that were willing to spend more. But I'm just saying there's hope there. Okay. Um, so I see both sides of it. Um, I'm not going to make any assumptions or have any opinion on my outlook on Michigan State recruiting um, with the class of 2026 going forward until he makes his announcement. Um, from there, I'm saying, yeah, if he commits to Kansas, yeah, you're in trouble, and you got to fix this quick. I'm not saying it's the end of the world because, like I said, you got a full spring, early summer still to go with official visits. You're gonna have recruits out to games. There's always the potential of flipping guys, like you did with Jace Clarzio. But things, the outlook, it'd be a stormy, stormy cloud. And it kind of already is. On the other hand, if you land him, it'd be huge. It'd be huge. You get a hometown kid, a 4-star, um, one of the best class 2026 prospects in Michigan. Your running back room looks great. Um, going into 2026, and perhaps more recruits follow suit. But um, yeah, a lot rides on this. So I'm gonna try to make it out to Hazlitt on Friday, see if I can be in attendance for his announcement. But regardless, whether I am there or not, we will keep you updated with the breaking news. Um, and yeah, I'm I would just suggest you can do whatever you want, but I would suggest fans just kind of take a deep breath and just wait till Friday because predictions aren't always right. Um, I wouldn't start freaking out now. Okay. Um, I just wait till Friday. But as always, thank you everyone for tuning in. If you disagree with me, let me know. I'm sure a lot of you do. sure a lot of you are ready to hit the panic button. A lot of you already have. Um, and I get why. I understand it. Um, I don't think anyone is crazy for overreacting given the lack of success on the recruiting trail for Michigan State so far with the class of 2026. But, you know, I just shared my take, and I think people should pump the brakes. Um, but yeah, let me know what you think. I know everyone's got a lot of opinions. So, appreciate you guys tuning in as always, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thanks.